Hi, everyone. Welcome to our coach webinar informational night. So, some of you are just tuning in for this call specifically, and some of you have been with us this week through our coach sneak peek. And I just wanted to take this time to share a little bit more about me and our team and what it's like coaching with us and kind of how I got started with this whole thing. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share. I have some slides for you. And I'm not going to play the slides because it just takes up too much of the screen. But all right, so One Fit Fam, that is my team. I'm Megan Blink. I'm a 4-star Diamond Beachbody coach. And I've been coaching now since last March. So I'm right at the 18-month mark. So a little bit about me. I am a wife. I have an amazing husband. I've been married 6 years now. I have 2 kids. Aubrey is 4 and Colton is 2. And I got started with this after having my second son. I was a stay-at-home mom and I was exhausted all the time. And I was like, this isn't right. Like, there's something that's got to be able to fix this. So initially, my husband and I bought T25 and I didn't do anything with it. My coach asked me if I wanted to join a challenge group, and I was like, no, I don't need that. I'm not all in yet. Well, I bought T25 in a Shakeology and I didn't do any of it consistently and nothing happened and nothing changed. So, fast forward 6 more months and it was February and the 21-day fix was coming out. And I was like, I'm going to give this another go. But this time I'm going to commit to it and I'm going to drink the shake every day and I'm going to work out every day and I'm going to hold myself accountable. And lo and behold, the results followed. And I was like shocked, like, how did this happen? And my husband's like, it's simple. Like, you did all the things. And while it seems so simple, then why is it so hard for us to do? And I really feel that the missing piece in all of that was the accountability and doing it all together. I was one that would work out and eat ice cream or eat really good, but then not work out. Like, I never combined it all together. But knowing there was a group of people that was going to hold me accountable and knowing that I at least had that chocolate Shakeology every day to satisfy my sweet tooth and curb my cravings. And I knew I could get 30 minutes of workout in, whether it was in the morning, afternoon, or at night, I was going to get it in. And once I did that and realized that, like, anyone can do this. Like, this isn't so hard. You just have to teach them. I became a coach and started paying it forward to others. And I didn't obviously always be a coach. I spent 6 years in public accounting, and it was really just after becoming a mom, I realized I wanted a different lifestyle. There was things that were great, but there was a lot of things that were missing, and I was missing out on my kids' lives, and I wanted to be with them more, and I wanted to be present, and I wanted to raise them, and I couldn't do it. So I left my career when my son was born, and then this really all came about. It was about 9 months after the fact. And I used to joke and tell my coach that I was a perfectly happy stay-at-home mom before this started, because I was, and I didn't know how amazing that this all could be. I started out by sharing with my friends and family, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, my mom, and my stepmom. Like, those were all my first coaches and customers on my team, because those were the people who I was comfortable talking with. But then as I continued talking about it and sharing and getting more results and, sharing publicly to where, I would post on Facebook and people would be like, what are you doing? I want to do it too. I realized how powerful social media could be. And I went from someone who never posted on Facebook other than the occasional picture of my children, to someone who's been consistent since day one. I've posted my workout picture every morning. I have been consistent throughout the day and inviting other people to join me, because I've learned from watching other people, this business works. And if you can be consistent, and even if it's, 30 minutes, an hour a day that you can put into this business, your success will follow. It's just that you have to do it every day. You have to. And, when I saw the success of other coaches, I thought that could never be me. And it didn't need to be me. That was fine. I just, I was starting out here real small. And then as I continued to grow and I continued to, kind of learn the potential, I wanted to do more and help more. And, the benefits, this business has been a true blessing to my family. It's given my husband and I vacations. Last this past April, we went to Cancun, just the two of us, all expenses paid through, rewards that I earned. And next year we're going on another trip. And it's amazing that this is just as a thank you for doing something that I love to do. So I will jump forward. I know some of you, through talking before we connected with this group, you didn't even really know what Beachbody was. I didn't know a whole lot about Beachbody before I started. I knew that there was P90X with Tony Horton, and I knew that Shaun T had some crazy insanity program, and that was really about it. But it started not with the coaching network. It started almost 20 years ago, and they were really, it was Carl Deichler and John Congdon, and they were really just focused on building a business that was for weight loss, something that's going to help people lose weight. But, they learned through the chat boards that were within the Beachbody website as programs started coming out, that these chat boards, like, people were getting really great results when they were sharing, and they were, holding themselves accountable with these other people. And they developed this coaching network, and it started with about 40 people in a room. And that coaching network, those 40 people grew to what's now 360, 70,000 coaches, who all have that common ground, that they're here to help other people and to really just inspire and motivate and give other people that push and that hope that you can do it. You can. You just have to get out there and go for it. So there was a lot of programs, I think, that, some people may have been aware of with your P90X Insanity. Brazil Butt Lift is a great one. Chalene Extreme. And then there's the newer ones. You've got 21 Day Fix that came out almost 2 years ago, like 2 months ago, was right when I got started. There was 21 Day Fix, PIO from Chalene Johnson, which is an incredible program without throwing weight around and jumping around like crazy. Insanity Max 30, P90, like a precursor to the P90X. And we've got more coming out this year, and heard there's something else coming out already in the pipeline for next year. So they're ever changing. There's always something new. There's always something to help everybody. It doesn't matter what your age is and what your fitness level is. There's truly a program that's out there for everybody, which I think is so cool, because that's, like, for me, it helps me see that, like, this business isn't going anywhere. We're always growing and changing and coming up with more ways to help more people, and not just your standard workout programs. They've evolved into so much more. I know a lot of people kind of get that kind of thought in the back of their mind, or the question comes up, whether you ask it or you're just thinking it: is this a pyramid scheme? Sounds like a pyramid scheme. You got somebody up here and their coaches underneath them, and it makes a pyramid. Excuse me. But I just want to be clear. Pyramid schemes are illegal. So no, it is not a pyramid scheme. But, the way a pyramid scheme works is people aren't making money from commissions in the products. They're just making money from signing people under them. And that's not what this is. You earn based on your performance, and it has no reflection. I shouldn't say no reflection, but you can be successful regardless of who's above you. It doesn't matter. You can build your own empire all by yourself without having, it doesn't matter who you're under, who you sponsored per se. But, you're not here to sell things. I always tell people are like, I don't want to be a salesperson. I said, I don't want to be a salesperson either. I'm here to share. I'm here to share what's worked for me. I'm here to share what's worked for my husband, or for my mom, for my grandma, or for my mother-in-law, whoever it is, and whatever they're dealing with. There's a solution out there for everyone. And I've learned through the success of my family who's joined in with this, and, different areas of where they've seen their success, everyone can benefit from this. We all need nutrition. Everybody needs good nutrition. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if you work out or you don't. It doesn't matter if you're a runner or a biker, or you are diehard CrossFit. It doesn't matter, but you need to eat right. And the Shakeology that's provided through Beachbody is one thing that anybody can use to help, make sure they're getting the proper nutrition. And there's the performance line. So for the athletes out there, there's a whole line of supplements that you can use. So I really believe that anybody can benefit from this. And it's not a pyramid scheme. They're illegal. I always get a chuckle out of that one, because it's not. You just have to understand more about what it is and how it works. So what's a coach? I know when I first started and people would say, what do you do? What's a coach? And, I said, I'm a Beachbody coach. They're like, okay, what is that? I like to think of it, I'm a health and fitness coach, and I run online support groups to help people, find a workout program and develop a nutrition plan that's going to help them reach their goals. And not everyone does workouts. Some people like to run and swim and bike, and that's okay, but it's designed to help you and how you can be the best you. I don't have any health and nutrition training necessarily. My major in college was finance and accounting, and I have my CPA license, yet here I am, teaching and helping other people how to live a healthy, balanced life. And that's because I found a passion in it, and I enjoy learning about it and helping other people learn it too. It doesn't matter what your degree is in or what kind of training you have, because you don't need it. You don't need any prerequisites for this. All you need is a passion and desire to help other people reach their goals too. So you don't have to be at your goal weight. I hear that a lot too. Like, I want to wait until have that beach body. You don't need a beach body to be a Beachbody coach. You just need to be compassionate and dedicated and driven to help other people. That's what you need. Doesn't matter what you look like, because people want you. People who know you, they want to join you for a reason. So don't feel like you have to wait for any special time. The time is now, and you can do it whenever you're ready. So, big picture, you're just someone who's going to lead by example. You're going to be healthy. You're going to work out. You're going to make mistakes, and you're going to be real, and you're going to share it. That's what a coach is. One of the things that's really driven the success of my business is my challenge groups. I run at least one challenge group a month in addition to my coach training groups, and any other, training support push groups that I have. But I run a bare minimum of one, often two challenge groups a month. And this is where your team grows from your challengers. I was a challenger. I was someone who joined a challenge group. I got results, and I wanted to do it and pay it forward to other people. So your challenge, one of the things that we do as a coach is run challenge groups. When somebody says, "What did you do?" And I did 21 Day Fix, and they say they want to buy it, they don't just go buy a program from your website. You help them get started, and you get involved in a challenge group, and you work through those basics and their fears and their concerns and help them develop a plan that's going to work for them, and you support them through the end. That's what a coach does. And that's how we've become successful, is by pouring our hearts into our challengers and helping them, every way that that you can. And those challengers, like me, often then become a coach. A lot of benefits of being a coach, far and away. I love that I've been able to build a career at home with my children. This picture is me and my kids. I was trying to send an email to someone, and they were, loving being with mom. And I love that I've been able to find a balance with a work from home career. And it started, as more of a hobby, and then evolved over time. But once I learned the potential that I had to build a home business while still being home with my kids, and when there's a field trip at preschool, I get to go on the field trip, and I don't have to ask anybody. And if I want to go away, I go away. And if this business, I can work from my phone. Some people would say that's a good thing and a bad thing. You couldn't get away from it, but I don't want to get away from it. I don't like to go a day without checking in with my challengers, because that's what drives me and pushes me forward. So, I love that I can set my own hours. I can work as much or as little as I want. And I've been able to do this all online. We have team members from across the United States and Canada. They're everywhere. And it doesn't matter where you're located. We do calls all the time. We do Zoom chats where you can see each other, where how you can see me right now. And, we have events that we can get together in person too. So, this is something that I've evolved into an incredible passion. And it's also provided an income, and it's been an incredible blessing for my family. And the opportunities we've been given in just these 18 months, far more than I ever realized. And I can't wait to see what comes next. So sure, some people are like, how does this become a career? Like, what is it? Well, you earn commissions. You earn commissions from your sales. When somebody buys something from you, you do earn commissions. There's opportunities for bonuses as your team grows and you rank advance. You are eligible for these cycle bonuses. And, that for me personally, that's where my income comes from my team that, that we've grown together. There's the trips, I mentioned earlier about going to Cancun, and actually next spring, we're going on a fully all expense paid trip, a cruise to Haiti and Jamaica. And, this is something that I earned through helping other people every month consistently. without fail, consistently helping other people. 3 to 5 people a month is what it takes. And they recognize you. Just this week I got a hat and a selfie stick from reaching goals in the month prior, and for hitting my goals in September, I'm getting another package coming up. So it's like they know you work hard, and they know that they're successful because of the coach network that's also successful, and they don't take that for granted, and they truly reward you. There's lots of things we talked about here. Just there's some pictures from our trip, but this is the cruise that's coming up next year. We're actually sailing on the island of the Oasis, which is like the largest cruise ship, which is really cool. And Cancun last summer or spring was amazing. Just my husband and I, a great way to just disconnect and recharge and realize that this is all from a business that we built at home without having to put my kids in daycare, without having to make other sacrifices that I had to make before. And for that, it's so grateful. So what is One Fit Fam? I mentioned it at the beginning, but that's my team. For me, it was about being a fit family, not only for my coaches that are on my team, but I strive to be my own fit family. I want to lead by example for my children. I want my kids to look at me and know that mommy's going to go run and play with them and throw and flip around when we do our gymnastics, and be here for the long haul. And for that, I need to be healthy, and I need my family to be healthy. So it started with something that was focused on me, and it's grown to be an entire fit fam of my coaches that are part of the family with me. There's no one thing that our team is. We're moms, we're dads, we are fur baby mummies, fur mummies. I don't know, I'm not a fur mom, I'm not sure what the proper term is, but some of us have fur babies. We're teachers, a lot of teachers and nurses on the team, physician's assistants, accountants, just like I was, military members and spouses of active duty military. And regardless of what that, and that other job title is, at the end of the day, we are all driven towards that passion for helping other people and paying it forward, and that vision to just create that life that you want to live. Our team is different from other teams. I think all the teams are going to be unique, and you're going to join a team that you feel the most connected with. I run coach training groups every month. I run them the first Monday of the month. So our next one will start October 5th. And this is my way just to help make sure you have your questions answered. You have a home base. You have a group of other people who are starting at the exact same time as you, who you guys can work together and build that bond together as you continue on this journey through, coaching and helping other people. I run those groups monthly, and also we do push groups. So as you're pushing for the next goal and you're growing your business and you want to rank advance and truly run this as a business, we run different groups to support that, because this is new. This probably isn't something you've done before. I don't expect you to know how to do it, but all that I expect of my coaches is that they're willing to learn, and that they're going to be coachable, and that they want that desire and that drive to go do more and help more people. And from there, we do it all together. I love the trainings that are offered. I'm actually part of the Pittsburgh Market Council, so I actually am able to plan the events with corporate that we do. And we have our quarterly Super Saturday event coming on October 17th, and it's a half-day event in downtown Pittsburgh. It's always at a really cool venue where we just get together. We share updates from the corporate office. We work out together. We share success stories. And it's a really great way to mix and mingle with your local team and just celebrate the successes of the quarter. We also do other trainings. We have Kim Carver from the corporate office is coming in November. And, another half-day training in downtown Pittsburgh where, he's going to come and, give us those tips to help end our year strong. And, there's those events and trainings. And then we do retreats just in August. We did a team diamond retreat in the Poconos. And it's just another way to unplug, recharge, learn from the other coaches in the network, and build those relationships, because we see each other all online all the time, but we don't actually physically get together a whole lot. So that's just another really great way to build that team and that relationship. I also host weekly calls. They're Tuesday nights at 9 Eastern time. But if you're not available at that time, that's okay. They're always recorded, and I post the recorded link. But that's my way of just touching base once a week. Sometimes it's updates and things that are coming up, and other times it's, very geared towards a specific topic, and it varies just based on what I feel that the team needs and what's going on with that month. So if you're sitting here thinking like, okay, like this is something I want to do, that I'm ready to join, I want to be a coach. There's a couple different options, and I'll walk through these briefly, but you can always, have that conversation with me when you're ready, or the coach that invited you into this call. But you can do it through a challenge pack, which is by all means the most common way and the best way, in my opinion, because you're going to get that coach enrollment fee. That's $40. It's waived as long as you buy a challenge pack. And you're going to get everything you need to be a product of the product and share and invite others. You get your fitness program, get your first month of Shakeology and Home Direct, and you'll get a trial membership of our club, which gives you the streaming capabilities for all the workout programs. So challenge pack, far and away the best deal and the most common. But if all you want is Shakeology, like perhaps you bought 21 Day Fix, a while ago, and now you're ready to sign up as a coach and you didn't want another workout program or challenge pack, you can buy just the Shakeology and pay that $40 fee. And same with the fitness program. If you already have the Shakeology and you just wanted to add a program, you can buy that and sign up with the fee. Always recommend going with the challenge pack because I don't like to waste money and I don't like to throw $40 down the drain, but those are the other options that are out there. And you'll see that there is a $15.95 monthly fee. This is for all coaches, whether you're working the business full time or you're working it casually as a hobby. It's something that Beachbody does all our back office handling. They handle like through your paychecks and your 1099 that you get for your income at the end of the year, and the customer service that you'll need if something happens or goes wrong, and that stuff's all handled by them. And that's what that $15.95 monthly fee goes to cover. And if you're thinking, this all sounds great, but you're not quite sure if you're ready to coach, you want to focus on yourself first, you can join just as a customer, but, sign up to get that coach discount. You don't actually have to coach and meet any sort of monthly sales or quota. That never applies. You can just, sign up the same way as a coach, but without having to actually, do any coaching duties, so to speak. So I hope that helps give you a summary of our team and what we do and how I've got to where I am. I don't want to make it too lengthy, but please, by all means, if you have questions, you can post them in the comments. You can email me at meganblinket.com and know that I am always here and ready to answer any questions. The leap of faith I took to join as a Beachbody coach was far and away one of the scariest things I had done. I didn't know what it was. I had no social media training, had no idea what a multi-level marketing company even was, or that I was joining one for that matter. But I did it because my heart told me to do it, and I felt that this was the time. And looking back, the only regret I have is that I didn't do it sooner. I wish that I would have done it, when I first bought that challenge pack after my son was born. But it's always a time for everything, and I'm thankful that I am where I am today. So I hope that is helpful. I am going to stop the screen share, and thank you for taking the time to listen and be with me tonight. Thanks.